What's up, Panther Nation? It's Panthers Hear You here, and I know it's been a long time since I made a video. I've been pretty busy, life in general, just life. Anyway, I'm here to recap this game, the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Um, well, what happened was we're gonna break it down because I got my patch notes right here. I got my notes. I wrote notes on this video, so. All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is Denver's dirty hits. Not much to say, man. There was I believe five hits to the helmet. Any other quarterback, man, Tom Brady, Rodgers, Eli Manning, the list goes on. Any quarterback that gets hit like that, there's a flag, and there's some ejections going on. So you wouldn't even you're gone, man. I mean, they would automatically do something, but they assume that Cam's 6'6", 250, 260. He can take those hits, man. He's a human being, man. He feeds his family. He's got, that goes for any NFL player, man. He's got at the end of the day, he's doing something he loves, and he's doing something that, you can take away just like that. And not only would you hurt him, man, you hurt his family members, and you hurt everybody, man. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. So. Denver, I don't know what to say, man, besides he was dominating you the first half. And you tried to take cheap shots because you couldn't handle what he was doing to your defense. And I feel sorry for the teams that have to play Carolina coming up, because Carolina's going to be one pissed off team. But we take this loss early, we learn from it, we grow from it, and we just keep rolling. So, done with that. Mike Shula's play calling. Woo! You're calling 11 run plays by the quarterback. You see them taking shots at your quarterback, cheap shots, and you still want to run your franchise quarterback 11 times to the left, to the right. And you know what I mean? I don't agree with that, man. It seemed like to me you were playing not to lose. You weren't playing to win. I mean, when you were doing good play calling, dude, you got Kelvin Benjamin, and you got Funches, you got Greg Olsen, you got Brown, Ted Ginn. I mean, dude, throw the fucking ball. I mean, Kelvin Benjamin was eating that secondary up, man. He was just eating. I mean, he was killing it, dude. I mean, I'll be honest with you. You guys didn't want to see me in that game, man. I was pissed, dude. I was, I used to play in the neighborhood. I used to play football with people, and I would never take cheap shots like that. That's ridiculous, man. I used to play quarterback, wide receiver, and cornerback. Dude, I was nasty, dude. I was nasty, dude. I hit people in the mouth, whether they liked it or not. And hey, I could be a nice guy off the field, but when we're on that field, you know what I mean. When I'm playing, dude, I'm taking it a whole new level. I really wish I had some memories of that shit, man, because it'd be like 8-on-8, and we would play it. I would play quarterback most of the time, but sometimes I go wide receiver, and then on defense, I love corner, dude. I didn't want to play anything else. Don't know if I could play anything else. I just like playing corner because I like that. You ain't gonna, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not gonna say I was the fastest person out there, like the fastest guy, but I definitely, when I was getting into it, dude, I was fast, and I had that reach. You know what I mean? I didn't have that speed, but I could definitely, kind of like Josh Norman, because Josh Norman gets burned by quick ass receivers. But then again, not really. So, um, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Mike Shula, get your shit together. Start calling what you were calling in the first half, and we won't have a problem finishing games with wins, man, because you really let Denver, hang around. Going after Kelvin Benjamin's knees, that's, again, he just came off an ACL injury, just like Thomas Davis. 3 ACL tears, man, to come back, and Thomas Davis came back from it, and that is really hard to come back from, and that was dirty, man. If my team was doing what Denver was doing that night, I would have no support. I'd be dogging them, and I'd tell them why. But we have class. Carolina has class. Denver doesn't have class. What I would have done, honestly, what I would have done was if you were hitting my quarterback like that, and that's my franchise quarterback, that's my leader. Um, the next, as soon as we went off the field and we started punting on the sideline, I would be looking at all my offensive linemen, and I'd say, on the next play, I want everybody to put their hands and just take your hands. I know Carolina's a classy organization. I know you shouldn't do this, but when you're so pissed and you're in the moment and you know wrong is wrong, just take your fucking hands and just hit them in the fucking face mask. I mean, hit their helmet so it'll go flying back. You know what I mean? Not to hurt them, just to let them know, hey, we want to fight fire with fire, then we'll do it. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. It's not right, like I said, to think about it, but it is what it is. Um, Penalty on right, excuse me, penalty on Mike Remmers, which was fair. It was fair, but it was late it was called. But why was Cam's not? Mike Remmers, yeah, he did fall down. He fucking barrel rolled him. He wrestled his ass, which I didn't agree with. But it was nowhere near the shots that Cam was taking. Man, he took it over and over and over, and then he didn't even go for his head. You know what I mean? I mean, it was wrong. Mike Remmers was wrong. Yeah, man, we get it. But he'll learn from that, and Carolina doesn't put up with that shit. That's why I kind of wish we had Steve Smith too, man, because he brought that attitude to the team, and Norman did too. Um, Norman brought the fire, and he wouldn't take no shit, and I think he got that from Smitty. Um, Two amazing players that I wish. Sorry, one. Josh Norman to me isn't proven just yet. He had one great season last year, but I hope he does prove me wrong and he continues to do what he does. I wish he was in Carolina, but to take a hometown discount because he is a Carolina boy. He said he didn't even want to leave, but Carolina just let him go. I guess we got to put the money towards my boy Short, Hog Moley. He plugs that shit up. So good luck, Josh, man. But not talking about Josh. He's not on our team anymore. We're talking about the Panthers. So on to the next one. To the next thing I want to touch on: weather and Denver, the altitude, not getting the calls on O, and the defense stays on the field. Again, getting calls on O was very crucial because it rests our defense, and our defense would have to stay on the field a lot longer than it's used to. But I tell you, man, our defense was just we had to be tired, man. We're not used to that weather, man. Like if you ever been to, I've never been there, but I know from what people would tell me, my friends that went there, that Denver, when that altitude, man, the weather, it takes your breath away, man. It takes a while to get used to, you know what I mean? And Carolina's not used to going up in that weather, and they played a hell of a game, man. And you know, give credit to the rookie quarterback. He made really one mistake. Um, he should have just took that sack that one play, but when there was three around him, but he just threw it up in the air. And Thomas Davis is so athletic, he just snatched it out of there. He said, "Give me that shit." Um, Added to his stat sheets, but um, he played not to lose. He threw slants, and he didn't really. If you notice, he never. I don't think he completed one deep pass or really even tried a deep pass. We had three rookies on defense. They're going to get better within the season, no question. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, one game. The refs messed it up. That's another thing. What's 10 times 5? No. Sorry, 5 times 15. 75. 75 worth of yards that Carolina missed out on the field, and I think we had how many penalties did we have? We had 8 or 9 for like almost 100 yards, and Denver had like 2 or 3 for like 35, 25 yards. That's baby penalties, man. I really think the NFL hates the Panthers, especially the refs, and they hate Cam Newton because they're jealous. But there's nothing you can really do about it. Just get ready for next week. And God, man, I was so pissed. And there's still more stuff that I want to say that I'm not going to say because I could talk about this shit all day. But I'm not going to go into it. So keep pounding. Go Panthers. And until next time, guys, peace. Don't know what to say. Good luck 49ers because Carolina's coming. And don't be surprised if there's a lot of shit that goes on. And oh, yeah, last thing. Cam Newton's a good sport. Cam Newton didn't say anything about it. He just said we're going on to the next game. And people want to say Cam cries, Cam cries. No, he don't, man. He doesn't get. I mean, he looked at the referee like, "Are you going to call it or not?" See, Brady would be like all in his face, and Manning like, you know what I mean. But Cam just kind of looked at him, and then it's tough being a Panthers fan. But at the same time, we're going to get the respect that we deserve when it's all said and done. So. Um, this is a legacy we're building right now, and it starts with next Sunday as well because we got to win 51 for Sam Mills and keep pounding. Sam Mills, everybody knows he died of cancer. Keep pounding. He meant it as the organization as keep pounding in life, no matter what goes on the football field, et cetera, et cetera. And that's the truth, man. Sam Mills, I hope we win it for you. I hope we win it because my team's the Carolina Panthers and. I'm sure the Panthers want to win. So, you guys keep pounding, go Panthers, and we'll be back on to San Francisco.